Hey, this is C&D channel. I'm Chris. This is also Chris, and this is MMA for you. We're going to be doing our predictions for UFC 173, Barao versus Dillashaw, which happens on May 24th. Before we get into the predictions, we'd like to give a shout out to Q's Lounge.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Q's Lounge, Rexy, where you at? Also, shout out to Boiler Room, the Sister Lounge. Yeah, most of the fights are shown at Q's Lounge though, and there's no cover charge. So
no cover charge.
We never charge a cover, which is ridiculous. Cause
wait, don't put down the sponsor, man. Don't put
which is ridiculous because Dana White charges us so much money to put the fights on.
Yeah, okay.
Is what I'm saying. Why would I say anything bad about the sponsor? Why would I say anything bad about anybody?
Yeah, man.
Like I just,
Why would you, man? I don't know. Why would people do that to you too? Man?
I don't know. Why would people troll me on this? To the extent that they do, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, why don't we just get on with the prediction?
Sure.
Why don't we just get on?
I just want to say one thing before we get started. I actually wanted to do the show for the UFC that's coming up this weekend, which
172.
is 172, which is John Jones versus Teixeira. So, I mean, as we're filming this, I'm actually thinking about that fight this weekend, and so I can't wait to see that one. That's gonna. I'm like genuinely excited.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited too, man. That one has John Jones, Glover Teixeira, Phil Davis, Anthony Rumble Johnson, Luke Rockhold, Tim Boach. Pretty good card. They're Joseph Benavidez on the undercard. But man, let's get to this card, huh? Let's get to this card. We got one of the pound for pound greats right now, Renan Barao fighting a guy that was one round away from winning the welterweight title on Robbie Lawler. I mean, Daniel Cormier is supposed to be fighting on this card.
Yeah, so, he better. I mean, I think that would be like should be like the second.
Yeah. One thing is, and speaking of that fight too, before we get to predictions, we don't have a prediction for the Cormier fight because we don't have a set opponent yet for him. They saying that it's either Dan Henderson, Ryan Bader, or Rafael Feijiao.
Oh wait, hold on.
So
either Hendo.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ryan Bader. Or Rafael Feijiao. I would pick Daniel Cormier over any one of those guys. Just to tell you right now.
But Hendo and Cormier would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That's the rumor right now. Because right now there's only 4 fights on the main card. Let's get started on this main card, huh?
Yeah, let's do this. Okay,
we got Renan Barao versus TJ Dillashaw, man. Okay, let me talk about TJ Dillashaw, huh? 9-2 record, 3 wins by KO, 3 wins by sub. He's 28 years old, training out of Team Alpha Male. He is a strong wrestler, really good in the scrambles. You saw in the Rafael Sunshine fight. His top control is really good in a lot of fights. Wallah Watson's one of the best top control ground, and his ground and pound's good. Top control and ground and pound fights I've ever seen from Dillashaw. And if you watch his last fight against Mike Easton, his kickboxing is greatly improving. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the bantamweight champion?
Yeah, why don't I do that? Renan Barao, 22 fight win streak, trains at Nova União, UFC bantamweight champion, strong Muay Thai, uses range, good kicks, strong takedown defense, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, good offensive wrestling. He's the man, and I don't think I ever pick against him. So, and I don't think I'm going to start now. So I'm going to go with Renan Barao, until somebody,
crazy comes along.
Yeah, or proves me otherwise. I mean, this guy, I don't know. He's up there with John Jones, being in terms of pound for pound, and so
exactly.
I got Renan Barao.
Yeah, man, one thing about this fight too is that you gotta kind of think of TJ Dillashaw as maybe at best. I don't even think he's as good as Faber. I think he's like a bit of a lesser Faber. And Renan Barao beat Faber twice. I know it's kind of an MMA math thing here, in a sense, but like he's fought this style of fighter before and beat him handily. So I just don't see what would be different that Dillashaw brings that Faber wouldn't have brought. So yeah, I gotta go with Renan Barao to win that one. Okay, next round, the co-main, we have Jake Ellenberger versus ruthless Robbie Lawler. Man, Robbie Lawler, 22-10 record with 1 no contest, 18 wins by KO or TKO, 1 win by sub. He does have 5 losses by submission. He's 32 years old. He's training out of ATT. He's got some heavy hands, 1-punch KO power, a good chin, good kickboxing, and solid takedown defense. What do you know about the juggernaut Jake Ellenberger?
I know he trains at Rain.
Dude, that's right down the street, man.
That's right down the street, man. That's like
Lake Forest.
Right? We could drive over there right now.
I've trained there actually.
Yeah, with Mark Munoz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's good at wrestling. He's got good stand-up, heavy hands, questionable cardio. He trains with some guy named Christopher Moldung apparently, and that guy's...
I have trained that.
Oh, you have? Oh, okay. You guys aren't training partners? Okay.
I have trained that.
I'm joking around, dude. I mean, we're allowed to joke around on the show, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, but yeah, man. So I got Robbie Lawler winning this one. Who do you got, man?
I got Jake Ellenberger actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. If Daniel Cormier fought, he'd probably be the 3rd fight there. So I gotta skip that one. Against any one of those guys, Henderson, Bader, Fejao.
Let's say Cormier versus Hendo would be awesome. I mean that itself might be able to just be like a main card fight right there, you know.
Yeah. Well, it would be a main card.
But I think both of us got Cormier regardless of the opponent.
Yeah.
So
cool. Well, next fight of that we have Takeya Mizugaki versus Francisco Cisco Rivera. You know, I like Francisco Rivera, man. You know, he has a 10-2 record with 1 no contest, 7 wins by KO or TKO, 3 wins by decision. 32 years old on a 2-fight win streak. He's got some good boxing, some heavy hands. Most recently knocked out George Roop. His takedown defense is improving. His overall grappling is improving. He actually trains here in I think he trains in Buena Park, actually. Does not train far from where we live.
Who's this?
Okay. Francisco Rivera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And his cardio isn't the greatest, though.
I mean, a lot of these guys are local. It sounds like. Yeah,
there's a couple local guys for sure. You know, a good amount of California guys. You know, Ellenberger, Dillashaw's up in Sac. Who else? I think Holdsworth trains around here too. Yeah. Well, now Takeya Mizugaki though, 19-7 record with 2 draws, 5 wins by KO or TKO, 1 win by sub. He's 30 years old on a 4-fight win streak. He is also a good boxer with a strong chin, and he has some very underrated grappling. His clinch takedowns are actually very effective for him. He uses that a lot, a good amount of times actually, to good success. And his ground and pound actually isn't too bad. I got Takeya Mizugaki winning this one though. I think he can outlast Francisco Rivera. But this should be a pretty fun fight. Who do you got, man?
Who do you got?
I got Takeya Mizugaki.
I got Francisco
You got Rivera. Cisco, huh?
Cisco.
Yep. Yeah, man, that guy's the rapper, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay, next fight after that, James Krause fights Jamie Varner. What do you know about Jamie Varner, my man?
I know quite a bit actually. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He trains at MMA Lab / Arizona Combat Sports. He's good at boxing. He's good at wrestling. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's kind of sad he's on 2-fight losing streak, but they were 2 really in good fights. He lost most recently to Abel Trujillo in a fight that was back and forth. They just brawled. It's the first time Varner's ever been knocked out, actually. Before that, he lost to T-Bow in a very grinding fight. Not much shame in his losses, and he's been a fun action fighter as of late. James Krause, 20-5 record, 5 wins by KO or TKO, 13 wins by sub. He also has 2 losses by submission. He's 27 years old, and the guy is a tall lightweight. Actually, he's 6'2", whereas Jamie Varner is only 5'8", so that should be a very interesting there. Trains at a K2L grindhouse along the likes of like Shark Bait, Lorsenko, some other guy, some guy that fought in Bellator recently that I was actually talking to in the comment section. Really cool guy. There's some other guys that fight out of K2L grindhouse that are notable as well. He's a good kickboxer. I like his use of range. His Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills are solid. I'm going to go with James Krause to win this one. Who do you got, man?
I got Jamie Varner.
Jamie C4 Varner, man. Nice. That should be a pretty fun fight, actually. I'm curious to see how that one will go. I think as far as action goes, it should be a fun action fight. Okay, on the Fox Sports 1 prelims, we got Michael Chiesa versus Francisco Massaranduba Trinaldo. What can you tell me about some of these competitors, my man?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about Michael Chiesa. He trains at Sikijitsu.
Sikijitsu, yep.
Sikijitsu.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
It's sick, man.
I know. Strong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Good wrestling. Strong back control. Awkward striking.
Yeah, man. Out of his, he talked about his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills. 8 of his 10 wins are by submission. He's never had a knockout KO or TKO in his career. It's either submission or decision, and 8 of his 10 are submission. He is working on his striking, but it's still awkward. The thing is that he is fighting Massaranduba Trinaldo, 14-3 record, 5 wins by KO or TKO, 5 wins by sub. He also has 2 losses by submission. He's 35 years old. Guy is huge for 155, man. That guy is a tank, dude. He's a good wrestler with good top control. Some good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Striking's a bit average. It's not bad. It's not great, though. But his cardio, I mean, you saw it in the PRT Hallman fight. I mean, he like body kicked or punched Hallman, and damaged him pretty good. And once the second round came along, his cardio just couldn't hold up. I mean, when you're that huge, his cardio couldn't hold up, and he got Kimura of all things. Despite that, I think that Massaranduba is going to win this one. I mean, I can't see Chiesa out-wrestling Trinaldo. I think in the stand-up, Trinaldo might have the advantage. But what do you think, man?
I got Michael Chiesa.
Think he'll be out there to get the fight to the ground, maybe even take the back or something?
That is my hope.
Yep. Cool. Okay, next fight after that, we have Tony Ferguson versus Katsunori Kikuno. Tony Ferguson, 14-3 record, 8 wins by KO or TKO, 4 wins by sub, 30 years old. He has good boxing. I especially like his left hook. He's a good wrestler, and he has some good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills. He won his last fight. I think it was against Mike Rio, by a Bravo choke, actually. Know anything about my man Kikuno?
I do. He's on a 6-fight win streak. He's got karate style stand up. Uses those crescent kicks quite effectively.
Yeah. He has a really interesting style, actually.
I like it. I'm going with him.
When he fights almost with his hands down, and it's almost zombie-like, like he's not fighting. It's really lethargic. He'll actually crescent kick guys in the liver. And it's very weird and extremely effective. Yeah. It works for him.
Alright.
I'm actually going to go with Tony Ferguson to win this one. I just think he's a little bit more well-rounded. And he's a solid fighter. Okay, next fight after that, Chico King Camus fights Chris Holdsworth. Chris Holdsworth, Ultimate Fighter winner, 5-0 undefeated record with all 5 of his wins being by submission. He's never been past the second round. He has strong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills with really good back control. He's a good wrestler and his stand-up is improving. What do you know about Camus, my man?
I know that he's on a 2-fight win streak. He's got good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, good scrambles, good stand-up. Yeah, I'm going with Camus, actually.
Yeah, actually, in his last fight against Yatsen Meza, man, that guy was taking him down and mount him like with ease. I mean, he just out-grappled him easily. And his last fight before that against Kyung-Hil Kang, he was just, Kang would take him down, but Camus had some good scrambles there as well. Couldn't be kept down. Nonetheless, though, I gotta go Chris Holdsworth, man. I think this kid's an up-and-comer. Everything about him is improving. I think, Fight Finder has him training at Mark Lehman's Cobra Kai. I've heard he trains at Team Alpha Male. So, yeah, Chris Holdsworth for the win for me. Next fight after that, Iaquinta fights Mitch Clarke. Okay, Iaquinta has an 8-2 record with 1 draw, 3 wins by KO TKO, 1 win by sub. That's both of his losses are by submission. He's 26 years old, training out of Cerro Longo. He's a good boxer with good wrestling and strong takedown defense. Had a really good fight actually with Kevin Lee in his last outing. Can you tell me anything about Mitch Clarke, man?
I could. He's got good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, pretty average stand-up.
10-2 record.
10-2 record, 6 submissions in that 10-2 record. So he's got a lot to get to the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bet that he does take it to the ground, and I'm gonna go with Mitch Clarke.
Cool. I got Iaquinta winning that one. Okay, on the Fight Pass prelims, I got Anthony Njokuani versus Vinc Pichel. Why don't you start it off, man? I think we're both fans of Njokuani.
Yeah, I like Anthony Njokuani. He's got strong kickboxing, strong kicks, heavy hands, improving grappling. Last fought on April 2013. Man, he's a solid fighter. I like him.
Yeah, man.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, 16.
Why is he on the undercard or the prelim? He's not even on the undercard. He's on the prelim. Card. I thought he was like.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of sad because in his last fight, which was 1 year ago, the guy knocked out Roger Balling, man. It was really cool. He does have a 16-7 record with 1 no contest. 9 of his wins are by KO TKO, and the rest are by decision. So this guy doesn't have a submission win. I mean, this guy's all about the striking. He does have 3 losses by submission, and he's 34 years old. Vinc Pichel, 8-1 record, 7 wins by KO TKO, 1 win by decision. He's 31 years old. Also has a good stand-up. But, man, I got to go with Anthony Njokuani to win that one. Next fight after that, we got UFC newcomer Do Ho Choi. He's actually a veteran of the Deep organization out of is it Korea, I think, versus Sam Sicilia. Sam Sicilia, 12-4 record, 7 wins by KO TKO, 4 wins by sub. He also has 2 losses by submission. He's 28 years old, training out of Sick Jitsu. Same with Michael Chiesa. He is a brawler with heavy hands, but he does have a good chin and very weak defense though. Shot in his last fight against Cole Miller. The guy was getting tagged in the face, got dropped, got his back taken, choked out. Do Ho Choi, 11-1 record, 8 wins by KO TKO. So this guy also got some hands, 1 win by submission. Only 23 years old, 9-fight win streak. South Korean, if I'm not mistaken. Fought primarily in the Deep organization. It is his first fight in the UFC. I've been hearing some good stuff about this guy, actually. To be honest, I like Sam Sicilia. I think he's actually a solid fighter, despite his recent loss. But I am going to go Do Ho Choi to win this one. Who do you got, man? You got the South Korean or the American?
I'm going to switch my pick. I'm going with Sam Sicilia.
Yeah, you generally don't pick the guy that whose first fight is in the UFC, huh?
That's kind of my bias, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. That actually makes a lot of sense. Because you have to consider, too, Sam Sicilia is probably the toughest guy that Choi will have fought. You know, his level of competition hasn't been that great, despite having a 9-fight win streak. And Sam Sicilia, tough guy. You know, at the very least, tough guy. You know. But yeah, I'll go with Doo Ho Choi to win this one. And finally, I can't pronounce his name. It's I guess it's Jingliang, the Leech Lee, fights Danny, the Cheesecake Assassin Mitchell. The Leech, as a name, well, why don't you tell me about the Leech, man? He's Chinese, my man.
He's on a 2-fight win streak. Trains at China Top Team. First fight in the UFC. Yeah, he's got a funny nickname.
Yeah, the Leech. Out of his 8 wins, too, 5 of them are by submission. He's only 26 years old, and he's on a 2-fight win streak, like you said. You know, especially on these Fight Pass prelims, you're probably going to see some more Chinese nationals in the UFC. Some of them are potential. He trains at China Top Team. You know, Tiaquan Zhang trains out of China Top Team. You know, it's one of the better Chinese MMA camps out there. Danny the Cheesecake Assassin Mitchell, 14-5 record with 1 draw, 3 wins by KO or TKO, 9 wins by sub. He also has 2 losses by KO or TKO. He's 27 years old. He's a good grappler. I think he lost to Igor Araujo in his last bout. I'll go with the Cheesecake Assassin Danny Mitchell to win that one. Who do you got? Did you have the Leech, right?
I'm going with the Leech, yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's recap, my man. On the main card, I got Renan Barao beating TJ Dillashaw. Who do you got, man?
I got Renan Barao.
Okay. With Jake Ellenberger versus Robbie Lawler, I got Robbie Lawler.
I got Jake Ellenberger.
Okay, whoever Daniel Cormier fights, we got him.
No, I got Daniel Cormier.
Yeah. Whoever Daniel Cormier fights, we have Daniel Cormier winning. Okay, Takeya Mizugaki versus Francisco Cisco Rivera. I got Takeya Mizugaki.
I have Francisco Rivera.
Okay, and Jamie Varner fights James Krause. I got James Krause.
I got Jamie Varner.
Okay, on the Fox Sports 1 prelims, I got Francisco Trinaldo beating over Michael Chiesa. Who do you got, though?
I got Michael Chiesa.
Okay. Tony Ferguson versus Katsunori Kikuno. I got Tony Ferguson.
I got Kikuno.
Okay. Chris Holdsworth fights Chico Camus. I got Chris Holdsworth.
I've got...
Is it Chico?
Chico Camus.
Yep. Mitch Clarke fights Iaquinta. I got Iaquinta.
I got Mitch Clarke.
Okay, on the Fight Pass prelims, and Anthony Njokuani fights Vinc Pichel. I got Anthony Njokuani.
I got Anthony Njokuani.
Okay. Doo Ho Choi fights Sam Sicilia. I got Doo Ho Choi.
I got...
Really, we switched
Sam Sicilia.
Yeah. And Jingliang the Leech Lee fights Danny the Cheesecake Assassin Mitchell. We got the battle of guys with the cool nicknames. I got the Cheesecake Assassin Danny Mitchell.
I got the Leech.
Cool. So that's it for our predictions for UFC 173, Barao versus Dillashaw. If you have any comments, just leave them below. Any final words, my man?
I don't know. I'm really looking forward to watching Daniel Cormier fight, and if he ends up fighting Hendo, then that'd be freaking awesome.
Cool, man. Yeah, let's also give props to the sponsor,
Rexy, where you at?
Yeah,
good luck with Boiler Room. I know you've been working hard over at that location. I'm still promoting Q's Lounge, so
yeah. What city?
It's in technically it's in Westminster, but it's like kind of on the border of Huntington Beach and Westminster. So
cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Okay, that's it for MMA for you. Thank you guys very much.